Hello and welcome back to another episode of the first year of WWE's ECW. Today is episode 7. Let's get straight into it. We start the show off with Mike Knox and his girlfriend Kelly in the ring. He says before his match tonight, he wants to show us all something we can enjoy. A video package plays out of Kelly's best stripping highlights over the past 6 weeks. Mike then says, like he said last week though, Kelly, you can never take your clothes off in public again. Mike claims that last week he didn't abandon Kelly. When she got hit with a kendo stick by Sandman, he ran to the back to get the EMTs out to her straight away. Sandman, you want to treat my girl this way? Well, I want everybody to watch and see how I'm going to treat you tonight. Sandman makes his way to the ring. Before the match starts, the referee is trying to take Sandman's kendo stick away from him, which gives Mike Knox the opportunity to hit Sandman and gain an early advantage. Sandman eventually turns things around and hits Knox with a white Russian leg sweep. He then rolls out of the ring to retrieve his trusty kendo stick, even though the match is not an Extreme Rules match. As Sandman is arguing with the referee, Kelly jumps in the ring and shields Mike Knox. He tells her to get out of the way. Sandman is then attacked by Test, who causes a DQ. Mike and Test then proceed to beat up Sandman, with it ending when Test hits his spinning cutter finisher. Joey Styles then informs us of our main event tonight. ECW World Champion Big Show is taking on the Big Red Machine, Kane. What a surprise, another superstar who isn't on the ECW roster.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Mike Knox and Andrew are walking backstage, saying how dominant they both are, when Tommy Dreamer attacks him with a trash can out of nowhere. Referees pull Tommy away from Test and Knox. Paul Heyman is in the locker room talking to Sabu. Sabu has requested an ECW title match against the Big Show, but Heyman says he can't understand it. The Big Show is not a man, he is a giant. Do you have any idea what he's going to do to Kane tonight? He says he won't make the match, not now, not ever. In fact, I want you to take the night off. You're too emotional right now. Sabu remains silent throughout the whole interaction. Heyman then goes to exit the locker room. As he walks past little Guido, he asks him, "What did you say? Do you think I'm stupid? You think I didn't hear what you said?" Guido says he was just lacing up his boots, he didn't say anything, and looks confused. Paul says if Guido's not happy with the way he runs ECW, he should tell him and not mutter under his breath. Guido says he's never had a problem with Heyman, he's done a lot for him. Paul looks at his security guards and gives a nod, and they proceed to beat the absolute shit out of the poor bloke. Heyman then instructs them to drag his ass out to the ring as Guido has a match. Next we get another CM Punk promo backstage. He informs us that next week he will be making his ECW debut. I'm looking forward to this. God knows we need something interesting to happen on this show going forward. I'm not going to lie to you, it's been pretty bleak over the past few weeks. Kevin Thorn is in the ring along with Ariel, who is on the outside. The red lights are flashing and pumping vampire techno beats echo around the arena. Little Guido is then dragged to the ring by Heyman's security. Kevin Thorn proceeds to fight an already beaten down Guido. At one point, Ariel gets up on the ring apron, Kevin goes over to her and she proceeds to suck his fingers. Right, okay.
It's sexual, baby.
This distraction gives Guido some time to try and mount a comeback, but that is quickly put to bed when Thorn catches one of his legs and then slams him down on the mat. A little while later, Thorn hits a brilliant move. It's kind of like a stunner / RKO from the top rope. I was quite impressed by that, it looked absolutely devastating. Thorn continues to beat Guido down and then eventually hits a razor's edge for the win. We finally got our first Kevin Thorn match after 6 weeks of him hanging around outside the venue and reading tarot cards with Ariel. The reject Shannon Moore is in a tunnel somewhere backstage. He then comes up to the camera and stares into our souls. Next up, Balls Mahoney is taking on fellow ECW original Just Incredible. There's not really a lot to say about this match. If I'm being honest, I wasn't interested from the outset, and at no point during the rest of the match did that feeling change. At one point, the referee gets knocked down, so Credible decides to go and fetch a chair from the outside. When he comes back, Balls Mahoney kicks him in the bollocks and then hits Credible with the chair, but the referee has got up and he spots the whole thing and calls for a DQ. Balls Mahoney is pissed that he's lost by DQ, so he decides to hit the referee with a chair shot to the head. I'm not invested in this whole ECW original struggling to transition to standard wrestling rules by DQing themselves every week. Quite frankly, it's pissing me off, and I struggle to see long term where the payoff of this storyline is going to be. Backstage, Big Show asks Heyman why he doesn't want him facing Sabu. Heyman says that he has his reasons, and all he wants Show to focus on is successfully defending the ECW World title against Kane tonight. Time for our main event. Big Show and Kane both make their way to the ring. Let's see if this match saves the show. because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but currently this could be the lowest rated show of the series. And it's just as you'd expect. This match was crap. I kept checking how long was left on the episode throughout the match. The only cool thing was a spot where Kane hit Show with a chair shot, sending him through 2 tables on the outside, and even that wasn't that spectacular. I'm just trying to point out something positive. Later, Big Show goes to hit a chokeslam, but Kane reverses it into a DDT and goes for the pin. Paul Heyman pulls the referee out before the 3 count. Kane then grabs Heyman and pulls him into the ring, where he berates him. This gives Big Show time to hit Kane with a chair shot to the back and then to the head. Big Show then chokeslams Kane onto the chair for the win. Big Show goes to attack Kane after the match, but Sabu dives off the top rope to deliver a chair and a kick to the skull of Paul White. Sabu leaves the arena and the Big Show is fuming. This was a really difficult watch for me this week, to be completely honest. Perhaps I wasn't in the best headspace to watch it, but aside from that, I think most of you would agree that this episode was pretty crap. In a nutshell, there really isn't a whole lot going on with the weekly show that is entertaining me. Most of the segments and matches have been incredibly boring. This episode is receiving the worst rating of the show so far. I'm giving the July 28th episode of ECW 1.5 stars. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.